Hey everybody, it's the OP Leprechaun. Welcome back to another episode of The Perfect Grove. Today we are starting out with a mad dash through the fortress, trying to find as many wither skeletons as we can, because I need wither skulls. I need to spawn another wither so that I can progress in this world a little bit. There was a lot. There was a lot of wither skeletons, and I was having zero luck. A couple of times I had to fly away and get outside 128 blocks and let them all despawn, because I was getting nothing but blazes. And then we get to here. And right here is the part at which my day got really frustrating. Head back to the home base, grab a spare set of armor, hustle my way back over to pick up all my stuff, and it was a lot. So, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the episode. Finally, there's one. And I regret to inform that I was not recording on that last one. 2 in a row dropped the 2 skulls. So now I have 3. And now I can get the heck out of here before I have any more close calls. Okay, I guess we're going to kill a few more. And a 4th. You know, I went around 4 hours. Well, and apparently my fire protection has run out, so we are really going to skedaddle. You know, I went around here and I killed... We'll look when I get up top. We'll see how many I killed to get the first 3. And I killed 2 more and I got another one. It's just... I got 3 in 6 skeletons at the end here. That's just... Yeah, it's just why I need a wither skeleton farm. Because I just can't do this anymore. Okay, we are up top. Let's look at some stats here real quick. 286. I had 187 before I started this. So I had to kill not quite 80 withers to get the 4 skulls, 3 of which got dropped by the last 6. And I have looting 3 on this sword. Okay. That's why I don't want to have to do that anymore. So I'm going to get my wings back out. Alright, those can go away. And yep, that way. Hey everybody, Editor Leprechaun here. I realized that the transition between the last clip and the upcoming clip were really bad. Just really, really bad. So we're not going to use that. We're going to use this instead. The next clip is all about prepping to get a whole bunch of these. We need wither skeleton skulls. In order to get the wither skeleton skulls and not have to chase 100+ skeletons around the fortress for several hours to try and get 3, we're going to make a farm for it. So in order to make that farm, I need some of these. Wither roses. That was the whole idea behind the mass of chickens and all the eggs. Bring shulker boxes full of eggs to the end. And from there, make chickens happen in the little killing chamber where we kill the wither, and the wither will kill all the chickens for us, and we'll make wither roses with which we can then make the wither skeleton farm. I did a really bad job of explaining that, so I decided it was worth just doing it this way, so it was a little clearer, it was a little less hectic and sketchy, really kind of useless footage. We're going to pop right back into the end where I am going to spawn a whole bunch of chickens and see how many wither roses we can get. Welcome back to the end, where once again we will fly on over to the portal, but we're not going to go through the portal or hopefully look at any... Go away, Enderman! Thank you for going away, Enderman. Okay, so we have lots of chickens here, but not as many as I would like. So we're going to pop this down here real quick. We're going to grab that. We're going to leave all this stuff here for right this second. And we're going to... So now we have chickens infesting the end. Awesome. Well, let's make it a few more. Alright, look at all them chickens. Well, we're going to need a few things out of here. Alright, you're going to lay down the form of this, if I can get all the chickens off of here. That might be the hardest part. There we go. Woo. Okay, we got 2 down. 1 to go. Alright, I need some splash potions of poison. There we go. I'm going to stand over here while this happens, and we're going to watch. Ooh, I even took a little damage still. He didn't even get all that many of them. Well, I mean, 2 stacks at a bit isn't bad. Well, that was fun. So we did get a couple of stacks of wither roses. I thought we were going to get more out of that. I really did. I could have got another stack, I think, out of them, because I killed plenty when I was killing the wither. So at least we know that I set that up correctly so that it spawned him and trapped him, which is a mistake I made the first time, was thinking the head had to be on the center post, but it's actually the tail. So we're going to go ahead and gather up the rest of our resources, and we're going to start building the farm, and we're going to see how far I can stretch those. That ought to be enough, but if not, I'll have to hunt down 2 more wither skulls and go from there. Alright, we are back on the roof of the nether, and as you can see, I have started a tower o' scaffolding. Now that block right there, we pop in a free cam real quick, is directly above the crossroads in the Soul Sand Valley, which means the only things they're going to be able to spawn are blazes, zombify piglins, skeletons, ghasts, and wither skeletons. Now, I've seen lots and lots of people do a whole perimeter where they're going to do the entire thing. We're not going to do that. We're going to continue doing everything we can on the roof of the nether. We're going to go all the way up to the build height, come down, I don't know, 10 blocks, because I want to see just how high up I can get and get away from all of that jazz. It's technically, what is this biome? That's the Soul Sand Valley biome. Now my question is do I have to do it? I think I have to do it in wither chunks, or in fortress chunks, don't I? That says Crimson Forests. Well, no, that's a really, really good question. Can I do it up here? I don't actually know. I don't know how much of this actually has to be. How do I get into the fortress chunks? That's my question. Do they not go up? So this is technically still a Soul Sand Valley if I'm right here. And we all know the withers will spawn right here. So if I go directly above this, it should work. I'm gonna be really, really disappointed if I do all this work and it doesn't. Here we go. We shall see, I guess. Okay. So I think we are just about at build height right now. So if I break 1, 2... Alright. If I build it this high up in the world, and I am standing on this block right here, use that for right now. I want to be 1 below this. Let's get our shapes. Let's go configure the spawn sphere for set here. And let's show that off. Enable. Alright, so nothing intersects it here. You can very easily see build height right there. And let's pop down here and see if we intersect with anything a little bit. just a little tiny bit. There's a couple here and there that they can spawn in, but I really don't think it's going to matter that much if I do that. Okay, so next we need to find a Crimson Forest, which I think is heading back this way. Soul Sand Valley, Crimson Forest. Okay. So if I go right over here, build my platform, then I can get my piglet that I need as witherbait. So I think that is going to be the next step, is to get this area started. I'm going to do a little building, and we're going to pillar over, and we're going to find ourselves a piglin that we can put in the system here. But let's build out this platform first. And yeah, I'm going to fly down and get some glass, and we're going to go from there. So here's all the materials I think I need. Got the wither roses. I think I have enough because I'm only making a farm platform size, you know, 9x9. And if I do that, I think it's gonna work for my needs. I mean, I'm not doing it as per usual. Every time I build one of these farms, I say it. I'm not doing it for an entire server's worth of stuff. So I think I have enough. I've got a name tag, I've got a boat. Get that so he doesn't smack the crap out of me. I think I have enough carpets. Pretty sure I do. The worst part about this is you don't want to build this thing and then turn around and run out of stuff. So I think I have everything I need to build this. I think I want a stone cutter out just in cases. Okay, I think I have everything I need to build this. I'm going to get to it. And we'll just throw a little bit of a time lapse on while we are working on it and see how long it takes. Everybody say hi to Witherbait. So, as we can see, 2 stacks and a bit was not enough to actually finish this farm. It was about a little less than half of what I needed. We're gonna fly off a little bit here. Yeah. So there's half the farm. And now the other fun part is figuring out if this is actually going to spawn anything. You look on the wiki and it says it should work if you're directly above the fortress. I don't know. I've not seen anybody else do this. There might be a reason why. The reason might be it doesn't work. But I'm trying to avoid having to spawn proof all of that. It's pretty bad. What we're gonna do is we are gonna glide down here, and we're gonna let them spawn. Maybe we'll see if anything spawns up there. Well, I regret to inform you that the only thing that has spawned up here was one skeleton. Just one. Like, not even, like, multiple skeletons. Just one skeleton spawned on that block right there, then died in the wither roses. So that would probably be why no one bothers to make these on the roof of the world, and everyone struggles through making perimeters or spawn proofing the 128 block spawning sphere. Oh, why did I pick a world where I was going to need this many beacons? Okay, well, we're gonna get some wither roses back because they're too hard to come by, and I cannot be bothered to make an Enderman farm version of a wither rose farm. I'll just do another round of chickens. Oh, Lord knows I'm going to be fighting a whole bunch of wither skeletons when I spawn-proof that entire fortress. I don't want to do it. I don't want to even do it a little bit. Bye, Witherbait. Let's go pick up some shulkers. I'm not even going to bother to pick up the scaffolding or the hoppers or anything. I'm just going to leave it as a monument to how much the Minecraft wiki is wrong. Okay. Let the fun begin. I have potions of fire resistance. I have almost an entire shulker box of glass. Stone buttons. Stone buttons. Spare stone for stone buttons. I'm just not thrilled about this whole prospect. Can you tell? Okay. A large number of hours later that I don't want to talk about. I think I have everything in the fortress spawn-proofed. I started out with buttons, but actually kind of a lost profit doing that when you only get one button per block. However, if you do slabs, you get 2 for each. And bottom slabs also spawn-proof everything. So as you can see, we don't really have anything. I mean, a zombie piglin here and there, and they're spawning up in, you know, the nether rack. So I have spawn-proofed everything. And I mean everything. It is actually, holy cow, the amount of time I spent wandering around and finding all of the spots that were spawnable. Yeah, let's get to work. And yeah, so first things we're gonna do is we're gonna do the horrible thing in Minecraft and dig straight down. Okay, well, let's see just how badly surrounded by lava I am right now. Oh, I'm not. Good. I have plenty of room to work with. That's going to be my center block right there. So I'm going to dig out around myself a little bit here. I think I'm going to like... Oh, see, there we go. Bit of a pain, but that's okay. Okay. Well, that is a good spot to start. Okay. Down we go again. Okay. I will come back when I have all 4 of these dug out satisfactorily. And then we'll start placing walls. Welcome back to what is probably already vaguely familiar and is going to be intimately familiar very shortly. This is the bottom of the new Wither Skeleton farm. Thankfully, the central crossroads pillar that I chose was a very, very thick one, and I managed to get all this room cleared out without actually being exposed to any of the outside world, except for that door right there, which, by the way, got placed in the... That's the closed position. That's the open position, so nothing can break it down. I know you don't really get that as much in the nether, but it's just an old habit. So what we're going to do now is we are going to pop up to this giant glass box that I've made, and I did get some blazes. Okay, I was wondering if that was going to happen, which is why I brought the fire protection potion. Not a big deal. They will spawn no matter what your light level is. I knew that was a possibility of happening when I left torch spam all over this place. But if that's the worst that I had to deal with coming back, I can deal with it. Alright, so first things first, we are going to start out with a 2-brick wide area right around here. We are going to take some carpets, and we're going to cover all that in carpet. We do this all the way around the outer edge. I don't 100% understand the mechanics of this, but I've had it explained to me several times, and literally everyone agrees that you need to do this around the edges of your wither farm. So I am just not going to argue with people, even though it doesn't make sense. I'll get this done. We'll come back and do the next part. Okay, we are almost done with the second part here. Hoping I have enough netherrack and don't have to go mine some more to make this farm work. I put a layer of nether bricks underneath it because there are just far too many ghasts around. So that's why I made the walls. You know, in a world where you would spawn-proof the entire area, and there were no ghasts, no blazes, nothing else spawning anywhere else, you don't need the wall. You don't even need the glass roof. However, I did not want to spend that much time. So we're going to do that. We're going to grab the 4 stairs that we have and put them facing upside down. Because that way you can no longer jump up there. Because like right now, if you put a solid block there, I can jump up on there and then they can attack that guy. Which is not what we want. We want there to be no connection between the two. You, good sir, are going to have to die. I don't see or hear any more of them. So now those buttons can pop off of there. We can open up those doors. And it is ready to go. So we already know that we don't have enough of the wither roses to do this entire area. I mean, it's already a fact. So what we are going to do is just cover as much of it as we can to reduce the number of other spawns besides the wither skeletons. And for the first little while, we're just going to have to deal with some other mobs being in our farm until I get another set of wither skeleton skulls, because believe it or not, even with all the running around I did trying to spawn-proof this fortress, I didn't get one more single wither skull. Not one. It's honestly kind of ridiculous. Just try not to fall down the hole, because I would definitely die falling down the hole. And as you can see, by the level count, I may have perished once or twice in the building of this. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Alright, let's kind of try and keep it even all the way across on both sides, so we only have less than half? Nope. Maybe about just exactly half of this farm can spawn something other than wither skeleton skulls. Okay, well, let's pop down here and see if we're getting anywhere. Man, I hope something spawns and I didn't just waste another day's work. Well, they're definitely not spawning very fast, but they are spawning. No wither skeleton skulls there. I hope I'm not actually having... I hope I don't actually have to spawn-proof this entire 128 blocks. That would be really, really unfortunate. I'm hoping I can just get enough to spawn that I can get 2 more wither skulls, so I can spawn another wither and get the rest of the wither roses. Let's pray for that. I'm going to sit here and let this thing run for a while. Okay. Much waiting around has ensued. I ended up scoping out around the area, and I found one that randomly spawned right there, and thankfully he dropped me my skull. So I now have the 3rd skull. I have a feeling that if I'm going to actually make this farm be as effective as it can be, I'm going to have to spawn proof the whole bleeding 128 block circle. I really don't want to do that, but I really need the beacons. So I have my 3. I grabbed my splash potions of poison. So I think what we're going to do right now, that can just stay there. I don't need to move it. That can all stay. Don't need any of that. So I think what we're going to do, top off our hunger. And we are going to skedaddle. So let's head to the end. Let's kill some more chickens. And see if we can get another couple stacks of wither roses so I can finish out that farm. So I'm going to head back to the house. I'm going to fill up another shulker box full of chickens. And I will see you in the end. Well, as you can tell by the sounds of destruction, we have ourselves a new wither and a whole bunch of dead chickens. Ooh, we ended up with a few more this time. Alright. Oh, one of these times I'm going to remember to actually turn that down. Okay. So, we ended up with 2.5 stacks and some change, which is like 30 more than we got last time. So I am absolutely going to call that a win. Let's go put those in the farm and see if that helps us improve our spawn rates even a little bit. Because I could really use it at this point. Ugh, looking at that dome is making me cringe. Oh! Look at that, there's actually one spawning in there for once. Alright, well, let's take care of this once and for all. Okay, now have enough wither roses to finish this farm off. Alright, and with that, I even have a couple of spares that I can turn into black dye if I wanted. Or we can just double check and make sure that I didn't actually miss any spots. Doesn't look like it. Alright, it looks like we're golden. Let's go ahead and put those back in place. Let's pop down. See if our farm gets any better just from attrition. Not being able to spawn anything else. That guy will still be down here. There's actually a couple of them. No more skulls, but... Alright, well, let's see. Is anything popping up here? Doesn't look like it yet. But I'm going to give it a few minutes to get cycling, and we'll come back. Well, I sat here for a while. A long while. And it didn't matter how long I sat here. I never got more than 1 or 2 wither skeletons the entire time I sat here. Just me and Witherbait Jr. back there hanging out, watching nothing happen. So we're going to end this episode right here. And we're going to pick back up with what I do next. And let me tell you, it was a little rough. Not going to lie. It was a rough time getting this taken care of at the end. So, once again, I am the OP Leprechaun. Thanks for watching this episode. And we will see you on the next one. Okay. Bye.